Hi, welcome to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome. Today, I'd like to do something a little bit different. So, these are the color pencils that I currently use. I was never a big fan of color pencils growing up. I didn't really understand how to use them, and I got into coloring books and such because I actually deal with insomnia, so they suggested doing coloring activities before I go to bed. And I initially did like the usual newsprint coloring books with crayons. I don't think I even did markers. And then as I was paying attention more to coloring books, I was noticing some really nice like designs and artists involved in doing coloring. It really hit off after COVID with lockdown and everything. And then I decided, okay, I want to take this to the next level and do color pencils. So some of these are Prismacolor. I actually thrifted like a couple of sets. They were smaller sets for specific things, and I got one as a gift, and then also Amazon Basic coloring pencils. I used to keep them in this was like I guess metallic color pencils. So I used to keep them in the original tins and pull them out. It was a lot to pull each tin out. So I found this really cool elastic pencil pen holder. It's held up pretty well. I look forward to getting this out and using it. Also, when I started doing using these pencils, I had initially gotten the Prismacolor pencil sharpener, which I kept seeing videos like, well, you have to get this one for it to work the best and get the most out of your color pencils, and I don't agree with that at all. The top is so flimsy. It's probably going to snap off at some point, and just how easily this pops off. It barely wants to hold on. I mean, I'm afraid if I drop it, it's going to just fly, and everything else that's inside of it is going to come off. I think it's an awkward design. It doesn't stay on very well. And actually, you're better off just using a regular pencil sharpener. It's just one I've had, and it screws on. It's to two different sizes. It is a little bit big. I end up using this one more, but just the idea of it just being closed, so if I ever do drop it, it's very minimal on what gets splattered. So that's the only thing. I probably would update this so it had a little bit smaller, big size. So I thought I'd give you a little tour of some pages I've been coloring. And this one, out of all the coloring books I collect that I haven't even started, this one was a Walmart exclusive, which I didn't know at the time. But I really just liked how simple, and there's the number. Just the simple designs. How cute all of this was. So yeah, simple joys. There's a team of artists that do similar styles for the same kind of cozy coloring line, and I've found another one of theirs. So, and do a little tour. So some of these I haven't colored yet, so I guess I could start with maybe my first one. Yeah, I've done better ones. I think he's going to come out looking more red than pink, but again, just getting used to blending colors and trying different techniques with shadow and such, and I like experimenting with shadows and lights and such. This was a lot of fun. I've been using this book more often with stuff that's going on in the world and thinking, how can I express myself within what I have? And, you know, some days are not always happy, and some days are not always good. But having the right outlets to express yourself, I think, is one, very important, and also just knowing you have a place you can always come back to and, you know, share that. This was very much into candy cane, cotton candy kind of themes. But sometimes just the subtle things. And I had this kind of just idea of, why don't I make it my own? And just the quiet calmness of things, but still be able to express how you might feel about current events, I think is important. I really love the sunsets, doing different things with the waves. Just adding my own flair to things. There's a lot of things that suck right now. And having the right outlet for things, I think, is so important. Doing things with a couple of colors. Editing things about it to make it my own. But again, staying in the realm of like, you know, this isn't real. But it's definitely a very good outlet to do different things. Try different things. I haven't done a lot with this book, but it's really helped me kind of conquer, like, oh, I don't like the winter. And what's been going on. So, having some fun with it. I've never shared a coloring book before, and it's been a great outlet for me. Obviously, I really liked just even the first try. Wasn't much to it, but it still was just nice to do. I can remember what YouTube channel I was watching, or what the weather might have been that night. This one was, I was watching Netflix again. I remember when I did this one, doing different textures, lighting. This one I thought would be fun. I think I was watching a couple things about Wicked online. And I think another series I've been kind of watching online is Beneath the Trees, and definitely coincides with my kind of like, oh, these are my outlets, and you know, I want to try some different things, add my own flourishes, and make them my own in a way. That's what I'm still in the middle of feeling, but coloring is something that just comes and goes sometimes. I've been really inspired and found this is a really good outlet, because there's some days it's like I'd rather just go back to bed, honestly. And this one I did the other day, especially with the news that's been out recently, and just, yeah, with the shadowing, just the theme of the bright and cheerful, yeah. Yep. How cozy things can be, and adding my own little flourishes to things. I think of like Happy Tree Friends. I remember watching that back before YouTube was a thing, and seeing them still on YouTube, which is cool, but you know, doing my own thing. This one I'm also currently working on. One to make it candy and colorful and sweet. But yeah, I think I have done too many other ones. Yeah. Kind of like making, like, I really like the makeup sets that match and kind of have a consistent theme. That's it. Oh yeah, this one made it super simple and colorful, but also, you know, practicing my color and what colors go well, complements them and such. But I love the energy of just the whole book in general. It's very sweet. If you're interested in seeing any more or just coloring with me, yeah, let me know. Are you familiar with this brand or this book? Well, I thank you for staying with me until the end, and I hope that you're doing okay. And I hope that whatever you do, that you flourish in whatever you do. See you in my next video. Ciao!